Hello, you listen to Six Music. I'm Russell Howard. This is Jon Richardson.
Hello.
Relaxed and back from a holiday.
Yeah.
BBC spent holiday, didn't you? The bosses
No.
got you in. You've been a bit of a grouch. They said, we're taking you. Where did you go? Lesbos? You went somewhere. Where did you go?
Yeah, Lesbos.
Where did you actually go?
I nearly said something. I went to Mallorca.
Exactly. All expenses paid. The
I
BBC
wasn't.
realised he was in trouble, and you've relaxed. You've been with many women, taken many drugs, and how are you?
Do you want to just start again?
All of this is lies. He went away with his mate Phil and had a fantastic time.
Yeah, which I paid for myself, and I didn't so much as touch a woman. Well, there was a bit of hand contact when the woman was giving me my change.
All
in
right.
Fagan's Irish bar.
Oh, did you? You went to an Irish
I wanted
bar?
to watch the rugby, mate.
All right.
And I didn't want to have the conversation.
But did you have a good time? Are you back? Are you refreshed?
Yeah, I'm alright, you know. How was yours? You went away, didn't you?
It was great, John, you know.
You mocked the whole week, and then you went off for the last bit of it.
Yes,
the
I
week
did.
had been mocked,
Yeah,
and then you went away
dealt
for a
with.
few
And
days.
then, I went to, I told you about this, I conquered a fear. I went to Aqualand,
yeah.
and there's a ride there that I've had beef with for the past year.
Yeah.
The Yellow Peril, although it's not actually
You've been
called
sending
that.
it letters, haven't you?
Well, I just find it terrifying. Every time I go past it in Spain, there's this huge...
Every time you go past
I've
it.
been past it 3 times.
Right.
I might have looked at it on Google. I'm obsessed with it. I just find it terrifying, and yet I want to do it. And did it for the second time.
Right.
Went down the big yellow dipper, felt incredible. And then went down the blue one, wonderful. And I wanted to tell you, because the first time I went up there was with you.
Yeah,
And you held my hand all the way up the stairs.
Yeah.
And I did it all on my own.
yeah, well done.
Yeah, I felt really great.
They had an Aqualand in Magaluf.
Did they?
But I didn't go anywhere near Magaluf because pretty much everyone there shouldn't be allowed.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? You get very... I found that a bit like at Gatwick Airport, even. You just kind of
Oh.
wander around. Yeah, it's really
God,
weird.
if I had to hear the woman in front of me on the plane rabbiting on, Jesus, and then queuing for a sandwich. You want a sandwich? Nah, I don't want a sandwich. You sure you don't want a sandwich? Oh, we're having a sandwich then, because you got me going now. Nah, I don't like the sandwiches. I'm going to handle that tuna sandwich, blah, but just go away. Just get away from
It's incredible, isn't it? I found myself turning into you at Gatwick. There were just people kind of going, do I want a panini? I don't know. Well, tell me what you want, Terry. I don't know, Sandra.
Yeah. These
Just,
are the best seats we've ever had on this plane, haven't we? Loads of leg room.
Just
from our
moan,
big fat legs.
moan. But then you go away and it's fun, and then you get back to England. You just find, do you find when you're abroad, you tend to hate England more?
It's embarrassing being English.
Isn't it? You just wander around and you just kind of go, you know, it'd just be mandatory to go abroad.
Worse, because I booked mine last minute, so you have to go on one of these sort of vaguely packagey things. But I was trying to speak Spanish, because I think you get better service. And but it's just pointless. It's just pointless.
Do you speak English? Everywhere you look.
What do you mean there's no chips?
Well, we went to a place called Javier, and everywhere, English breakfast, Tetley's on tap. It's just astonishing. And the tattoos. I can't not look at them. Everywhere you look, tats. There was a bloke who had a big spider on his head. If you'd have seen it, you'd have...
Oh, I had a
that was
dream
it.
about that.
Go on.
First night, woke up screaming.
You had a dream about a man with a spider on his head?
No, an actual spider on my head.
Dun,
and I knew
dun,
it was
dun.
going to fall on. I was going up the stairs and it was on the roof above the stairs. And as I moved, it moved. And I tried to run and it dropped. And it dropped on my head and I woke up screaming.
Well, that's quite nice. Maybe we'll talk about that, about weird fears, because I was afraid of a ride until I nailed it. And John, as we...
and then
as,
slid down it.
Yeah, exactly. That would have been horrific. What's he doing? Get him off it.
You
But
disrespect it first.
exactly. Well, I often think about the poor man that has to go first, because they do all the, you know, the sort of logistics of it on computers. I imagine they figure out the weights it can take. And,
Oh, yeah.
but
Aqualand are big on that.
no, there must be. They don't,
Key in the logistics,
no,
man.
yeah, but they don't just do that. They don't just kind of go, right now, send down Dave. You know, just
Yeah.
why is it always me? Just get down there. There has to be one
He
man.
doesn't sound like a Dave, does he?
You know, but I was going to say something like Pedro, but I thought that might be racist. And then I went for Dave, and then I gave him a racist voice. So, you know, I've done it anyway.
Yeah.
But maybe we'll talk about fears. So text us in 64046 or email russell.sixmusic@bbc.co.uk with your kind of odd little
Yeah,
fears.
tell us what you're scared of and we'll send one of them round your house.
Absolutely. Karen in Somerset, who I believe was the lady who challenged me to a burp off.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to read this in a snooty voice. I'm scared of spiders. Just how spiders... She doesn't speak like that.
As if a woman who talks like that would challenge a man to a burp.
That's a
off.
fair point. Yes.
I heard your burp and it was pathetic.
Yes, me and the girls down at the WI were mocking you. You ain't got nothing in the burp department. I'm scared of spiders. She says, just house spiders, cotton wool escalators that go down, and the gap between train and platform. Love to your mothers.
Cotton wool escalators?
No, cotton wool, I should have paused there.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Cotton wool escalators would be fine, wouldn't they?
Yeah,
Because
they-
I'm a little bit scared of escalators. Because you think, what if you did get your shoelace trapped in it?
That's
You're
a
not
fair
going to
one.
notice until it's too late, are you?
Oh, John, look at this. Morning, boys. Hope you're both very well. Did John have a good holiday? Is he all sexy and tanned? That's from Kim and Vic. Well, let me answer that. He's looking very tanned. He's looking very sexy.
I'm not very tanned, am I? Safety in the sun, that's what Jon Richardson's all about.
Oh, yeah, it's good fun, though. Cause
Factor it up.
what's your factor?
Well, initially 15. A couple of hours in the sun on 15. And then when you're out and about doing your stuff, 30.
Oh, really?
I get up
Hang on a
nice
minute,
and-
hang on a minute. Doing your stuff. What's your stuff on holiday?
Well,
I shall go to the stationers. Stationers, por favor.
Right.
Is there a stationers?
I didn't see one.
Or
Estacioneros.
is that what it is?
And I've no idea.
How do you say, this is nothing like the Monkey Tavern, I like a real ale in Spanish?
I told you.
Oh,
Not
come
in
on.
England, mate.
I'll just do it.
I've been giving it that all week. I'm tired now. I've saved Spain. Well, I was reading all about the Civil War. I love the Spanish Civil War. You know, not in a...
You're going to have to, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's a fascinating piece of history. I really like
Well,
Spain.
Tell me about it. Be the Simon Sharma of this 5 minute
Oh,
section.
I don't think it's time. But you know, let's talk about holiday daily routine. What was yours?
My daily routine. I get up, I have a shower.
Time are you getting up?
I'm getting up at 10.
Oh, you never are. We was getting up at 8.
Really?
All inclusive. You ain't missing breakfast in an all inclusive
That's a fair
hotel.
point. Yeah, but I'm making my own. So pot noodles can wait. And then I'm downstairs, I'm swimming.
Poto noodle.
Yep. And then I'm swimming. My girlfriend said so brilliant. Probably the dullest thing she's ever said. We were walking around this supermarket and she genuinely went, this is the best Spanish supermarket I've ever been in.
Right.
And then she said it again, Russell, wouldn't you agree? Russell, this is the best Spanish supermarket I've ever been to. So that became a running joke every time we went past it. Do you want to slow down? Should we go in there?
I don't like Spanish supermarkets.
Oh, I think they're great, but it's so sad now because you do that. It's like that Peter Kay routine that you do wander around going, oh, look, we've got them there. But now everything's English. Digestives. You can get digestives. That shouldn't be the case. They should be nearly like digestives. They shouldn't be exactly the same. You should sort of like, you know, it should be digestive like a frog and a man looking confused. So you go, are they digestive? Are they not? But they're definitely
A
digestive.
frog and a man looking confused.
No, do you know what I mean? Like, you know, the kind of like weird, quirky kind of adverts. Not, you know, specifically, these are digestives, you won't go wrong here. There needs to be a bit of
No,
peril.
I don't like that.
You need peril
Imagine
in the
getting
world.
at home thinking, oh, do you want a digestive with your tea, Kerry?
It's a frog man!
It's a frog man.
Yeah, yeah.
No, you don't want that.
But what if you turn...
Wasted your money, and the snooty staff always look at you as if you're an idiot. Yeah, I look at him coming in, buying stuff. Back off, I don't get this in Asda or Morrison's.
Can you say that in Spanish?
What?
Back off.
What's back off? I don't get this in
I
Morrison's.
wouldn't say back off.
Please
I'd just go
say it.
straight for the
Please say it.
hardcore.
If only for the podcast. Go on, say it. Back off. I don't get this at Morrison's.
I'll say it later.
Right. What was your daily routine then?
Up at 8, breakfast, swim,
Well, it sounds like a holiday already.
Yeah.
You Teutonic son of a gun.
sit by the pool and read for a bit.
Yep.
Look at the ladies.
Do you? You're a perv.
Not really.
He is definitely. Listen to that. No, because we've got two ladies in the studio.
We've got 2 ladies today, haven't we?
All right, John, you have to say it like that. Right, John.
Now, then
yeah.
free lunch. They had this stuff on the buffet that was unbelievable.
Well, I'll tell you what we'll do is we'll play a song and then...
Oh, what a teaser.
Exactly.
Look at the people hanging. What was on the buffet?
Yeah, exactly. Text it if you want to know. So stop teasing us what was on the buffet.
Oh, it was this stuff. I don't know what it was. We called it goop, Phil and I.
Goop.
Yeah.
Well,
goop
you've
of-
sold me already.
Goop of the day. It was a bit like whipped cream in its texture,
Yeah.
but a little bit stickier.
Right.
And it was a different colour every day. I mean, it was clearly...
Flipping out. That
riddled
does
with
not sound like the Jon Richardson I know.
It was delicious. There was
Eating
purple
it-
goop, green goop, apple goop.
Hang on a minute. You've been fed gruel.
Well, it
You've
wasn't
gone to an
lumpy. It
orphanage,
was
man.
entirely smooth, and it was so flavoursome. It was like eating like Chewits, but in cream form.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Oh, it was delicious. And then they held all week. They started repeating the purple goop. And we weren't too bothered because we liked the purple goop. But then at the end we were starting to thinking, there must be other goops. And we started speculating on other goops, thinking, well, what about a banoffee goop?
Well, it's holiday fun, isn't it?
But then on the last day, the last dinner, they pulled out an apple goop. Oh, tell you what, back away from the buffet. And people are so rude.
Well, hang on. What a phenomenal little section that was. Holiday fun. And we learnt about the various goops you've eaten.
Yeah,
That is very unlike you, though, mate.
I know. Well, it's on my holidays, wasn't it?
Yeah, if you're on your holidays, normally people get a bit drunk, you know, get a bit leery, maybe kick a taxi in.
Yeah.
I shall have a purple dessert. Dear diary, went a bit crazy today.
I had
Orange dessert. I know.
Many desserts I had. They were all different ones. Fruit. Free drink.
Right, we're talking about
Friedrich.
fears. John's steadily losing it. Which, this is a really weird one. Listen to this, right? This is from Steve in Birmingham. I hate ventriloquist dolls and old Victorian porcelain dolls. That's a fair point. I find them a bit freaky.
They're supposed to be scary, aren't they?
Yeah, my mum collects a few of them, and my auntie Sandra makes them, I think. But we do. I remember once, it's brilliant.
They seem like a perfect team. I
Nice.
made it, I'll have it.
Yeah, it's very odd,
Sorted.
right? But my mum was asleep once, and we got a load of porcelain dolls because my auntie had brought them round. We put them all around my mum while she was asleep. She woke up, went mental.
Yeah.
Fantastic day had.
Yeah, you don't want to knock a porcelain doll off, though.
No, but it's
face
just,
will shatter
but their
and
eyes are all
worse.
kind of hollow, and they seem to be looking at you as you wake up. Hello, and my mum just looked absolutely terrified. It was worth the half an hour wait. What are the other fears we got?
Appendicitis.
Well, that will be a fear. Yeah.
I am irrationally afraid of getting it. Slight pain in my guts and my brain starts worrying.
Oh, really?
Says
I'm
Jim.
like that, though. Oh, this is weird. I'm scared of any animal doing something that humans are supposed to do, e.g. talking, wearing clothes, etc. It's just wrong. Now, talking of that, I saw a parrot riding a bike this week in Spain. It was horrific. It was, I went to the Mondo Mar, which is like I don't know what it is. It was like a weird zoo anyway. I went there. And they went, "This show!" And they were kind of, there was all these old ladies fanning themselves, and from nowhere this parrot comes out, and they were going to go, "But what will the parrot do?" And then they get this tiny bike out, and the parrot starts riding it, but that isn't enough. It starts going, techno blaring in the background, as this parrot just like seems to be going, "Kill me," as it rides this bike. Then, is that all the parrot could do? Oh no! They get out roller skates, and it gets in roller skates, and then, there's no limit, there's no... Techno pumping everywhere. Think that's surely enough. Hang glider. They put it in a hat, it can fly already, and they climb in a little...
Don't tell this as if you weren't shouting for an encore.
I left.
Yeah, rubbish.
No, I did, honestly.
Oh, you left. Oh, I didn't like the bike, and then the roller skate. I mean, I hung around for the hang glider, but then I definitely left then. But then in the next tent, they had a monkey that could play cards. So I stayed in there for a bit.
It was incredible. It was horrific. Who's taught? And then my girlfriend was kind of go, but it's quite good because, you know, they need to learn stuff, parrots. they need to learn stuff, parrots, or they get really bored. If they weren't learning to roller skate, they'd probably kill things.
Yeah.
It was an astonishing thing to say.
Yeah.
No way.
You
What?
can't give it all that I stormed out.
Honestly, I swear on my life.
When you've watched it do 3 things.
Yeah, just to see what else they were going to make it do.
Yeah, you're as bad as all the rest, mate.
No, it was weird.
Come on, Curtis, we're leaving. Encore! Sorry. Oh, no, we better stay. He's doing something else. I mean, I wouldn't want to hurt the parrot's feelings, really. I would walk out so they know, but the parrot don't know.
Honestly.
Just thinks he's not riding the bike well enough. If anything, he's doing very well. I still got stabilisers on mine.
Anyways, it was pretty full on, the show.
Dear lads, I have a fear that every time I get my hair cut, the hairdresser will tell me I have nits.
Oh, really?
I last had nits at age 6. I have a fear. I don't like having my hair cut. The people aren't supposed to be that close to your head in any situation.
That's a fair point.
I'll tell you what I had a fear of this week. You're walking around all the time in just shorts and nothing else. And then you think, what if I've sat on something, on a chair, and I've got a khaki mark on the back of my shorts,
that's a
and
fair
I'm
point.
walking all around the beach doing like my David Hasselhoff down the beach.
Hang on. What's that?
That's when I run down the beach.
Are you putting Technical in the
jumping
background?
over waves, pretending I'm in Baywatch. We've all done it. Before we crack on,
Yes,
while
John.
you've played that Mark Lawrenson, let's have a quick shout out. See if that guy's listening who set up the Laurels Airblades fantasy football
Oh, yeah,
team.
that'd be a good idea.
Let's find out how they're getting
What
on.
was his name? James, I think. Wasn't it? Something like that? He was in Birmingham, but he had a side called Laura's Airblades.
Yeah,
And I think they were 800th out of a million.
802.
Yeah, they weren't doing great. Now, do you want to know? We're talking about fears and stuff like that. I hope very well. Text us in 64046 or email russell.6music@bbc.co.uk with the things in life that you're scared of. Someone says here that they're scared of Winona Ryder. Could you send her around my house? Thanks in anticipation, Simon. I think that might be a ruse, John. Someone here's afraid of celery.
Right.
They think it's what the devil looks like. I'm not so sure.
I've got one who says they're feared of peeled cucumbers.
Really?
Neither of you would have liked my holiday. Should have seen the salad bar. Unbelievable.
Hey, talking of which, spider dreams. Now, you're afraid of spiders.
Yes.
You had a dream.
Unless you're about to say something, well, someone's emailed in and says if you're afraid of spiders, it means you actually poo yourself every day.
Well, we're about to find out what it means. What do you think it could mean? That'll be a nice little contest. What?
We had one before that
Dreaming
said
about spiders, you think it means
it's to do with money, isn't it? Spiders.
money? John says money.
Money, money.
The answer is, just thought I'd share with you the wisdom of my dictionary of dream symbolism. Apparently, the fear of spiders in a dream represents the fear of the phallic mother. You sick. What's your problem? So basically, it expresses the fear of mother and incest and the horror of female genitals. You need help, she says, or I need a new dictionary. Love to your mothers. Or perhaps not in John's case.
Oh.
So that's what you're up to, is it?
Well,
what a sick git you are. Why don't you just come out and tell it? You fancy your mum? We're not allowed to talk about this. Oh, come on, it's in the Dictionary of Dreams. What are you looking at me like
move
that?
on, mate. You move on. You take this show wherever you want.
Oedipus. Now,
I ate a what?
no.
I have a fear of appendicitis too, but only because my sister had it when she was 17 and the doctor put his hand up her backside to confirm.
Really?
Yeah, I wasn't aware that was a standard test for appendicitis. Dear Russell and John, I have a fear of wetting myself in the middle of town. How would you get home?
Just act mental.
Hannah in Manchester.
Act really mad, and then you get away with it.
Oh, yeah. You get away with it. People still know. If you wet yourself in the middle of town,
Yeah.
you're telling me it'd be fine. I know what to do here. I've done eating a frog.
No.
And then you're just going to walk home in your own whiz.
In my own whiz. Or if you're confident enough, just get down to... Oh, no. You got snagged there. Buy some new trousers.
Yeah.
Depends if
You're
you're
going
late.
into the middle of John Lewis, are you?
Turn your trousers around, like crisscross.
Oh, that famous funk track.
Yeah, turn your trousers around and
Turn your trousers around.
And then pretend you sat down or something.
Right.
That's the way out of it.
Right.
Or just kind
You
of...
sat down on something having put your trousers on the wrong way round.
No, this is how... No, just kind of go, what? This is how I always wear my trousers. But no, I just...
Wow, you've got real confidence about the fact that you've wet yourself. What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that's exactly. Put the onus on them.
I've done a whoopsie.
What's your problem?
What, you telling me you haven't?
Yeah, well, that's a fair point. Put it right back in their face. Don't do that.
Yeah.
But just say, everyone's done this. Stop acting like a dingo.
Yeah.
And turn your trousers around, or skirt. Actually, if it's a skirt, it doesn't matter.
Right.
And to be honest,
I can't think of much more frightening than a man tearing down the street,
Yep.
confident about the fact that he's wet himself, shouting at me for not having wet myself.
yeah. Well, that was just my idea, John.
Yeah, it's backfired. I'm scared of
Or
toothbrushes.
actually, I'm thinking really outside the box. If somebody sees you,
It's all outside the box, mate.
nice.
And everywhere.
If somebody sees you and you've wet yourself, really calmly go, "I'm not being funny." There's a zombie around the corner, and really, you do it with real intensity and go, "Seriously, yeah, I know I've wet myself, but if you seen what I've just seen, it was a zombie," and then walk away, and they'll be like, "Oh, fair enough, Christ."
Yeah, of course they will.
Are you all right? Do you
Course they
Do you
will.
want a drink? Do you want to wear my trousers? I'm all right, thanks. Actually, I will. Yeah, can we swap? Not a problem.
Yeah.
So if
You
you've-
know the world so well.
Yeah.
Why aren't you writing literature?
That's a fair point.
A window into a world.
Have you not read Zombie Piss? Now, this is a really weird one, this. I'm terrified of moths, and when I was on holiday in Menorca, my mum told me what I thought was a bird was actually a giant moth, and I didn't sleep for the rest of the time I was there. I was so scared.
Oh, big bugs. Don't like bugs.
Yeah.
Jamie's scared of toothbrushes and brushing his tongue. And when he thinks about it, he has to suck his tongue.
What?
I don't like watching people.
That's impossible. You can't even do it. How's he sucking his tongue? Like that? Why
Great
is-
radio.
What? Yeah, but why is he doing that? How's that making it... There are lots of hand movements going around in the studio. Oh,
No.
no, Kelly's just rubbing her hair. I thought you
It's
were doing
gone
a big...
really, it's gone really camp, this show, hasn't it? Two women in, and suddenly it's just Kelly's rubbing her hair. Sorry.
I didn't say it like that.
Yeah, you did.
No, I did. I saw Kelly...
There's lots of lovely hand gestures going on. It's like everyone's giving me a special way.
I'm not-
It's just Kelly brushing her hair.
No, what? I didn't
Anyway.
say this is a misrepresentation. All right, you're not having any more of them doilies. We've got what's our new feature we did last week? What are we calling it again?
Mountain Maker.
Mountain Maker. Yeah, basically it's the little things in life that drive you crazy and you get irrationally annoyed about them. The Anthony Cotton show for me. What's going on there?
Yeah.
What is going on?
He's gay, Russell, and everyone likes a gay.
That is literally it, isn't
Yeah.
it? It's, he may as well just kind of go, I am! Loads! I've done it loads! Seriously!
Oh, no, you're not allowed to do it.
Oh,
No, they're not allowed to actually do it, the gays on telly.
Oh, the guys
The
on telly.
amorphous gays that just exist to be nice to women and men alike.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
small dogs. And that's all they're for. Oh, if the people who watch that imagine that they actually had sex, that'd be the end of it. You imagine all these little old ladies. Oh, look, I like that Anthony Cotton. He is a lovely boy.
Yeah.
And then a picture of him doing what he does, and then...
We should do that. we should go on. We should break into the Anthony Cotton show like he's been up all night, doing us. And just like show photos of us in contorted shapes.
When you say us, why don't you do it?
Oh, I'm not going down. I'm not going down for the crime on my own. We'll do it together. We'll walk in holding hands and go, what's your game?
Right.
What's your game? I mean,
why don't we just get our own chat show that's better?
That's a fair
Let's just
point.
do that. That's the only way you get rid of all these things.
Okay, but we'll need a gay one.
Mine is
You
my
in?
pilot from yesterday.
Your pilot?
Yeah, on the plane back.
Black?
Yeah, on the plane back yesterday.
There was a snake on the plane!
He did two things that really annoyed me. First of all...
He made you get out of his seat. What?
Yeah.
What? Oh, I can... Oh, fine.
Which one of these does Mark Lawrenson's voice? We won't having it.
Yep.
And what it did, he read out the football scores.
Yep.
That irritated me.
He read out the scores?
Sky Plus match of the day. Right? They've ruined that. He read out the rugby score and he read out the cricket score. And I'm thinking, what next? You're going to tell me what happens in the episode of Heroes of Sky Plus as well? I didn't like him anyway. Then we lands on the tarmac, don't we? Best place for us to land, I think.
How northern did you sound? Then we landed on tarmac.
Aye.
I was delighted.
Everyone, of course.
Me pipe went everywhere. Me ferret dead.
As soon as you hit the tarmac, everyone gets up and gets their bags out.
Oh, yeah, you're very much keeping your seatbelt on until
You
the
keep your
signs...
seatbelt on until the That's what she says.
You take it off. Take it
No.
off. You're ready.
No, you're not ready to go anywhere. The door's not open. Where are you going?
Primed. I find it very funny. The people who aren't on the end seat, but they're in the middle seat, and they kind of lean over to get their bag, and they're kind of half clutching onto it.
You
like
just want to be stood up, don't you? You just want to be stood. What, you're going to get deep vein thrombosis in the 43 seconds that we're taxing into the use. Anyway, then...
Well, we'll do all that later. 64046 or email russell.6music at
You've got me going now.
bbc.co.uk with all
can't do
things
that.
like this. But this is fantastic.
Where's this going now, this anger? It's going to come out when I read these texts.
All right, well, basically, we'll do the text about fear, and then in a minute we'll do the angry things that get you annoyed that John's just expressed. Fear now, John.
Oh, I'm just changing tack now, am I?
If you like.
Get me right in the middle
Well,
of the
shall I
story.
do some, and you calm down?
What if you're doing Anthony Cotton and I've got the camera and then suddenly I go, let's go and do something else? You'd be livid.
Doing Anthony
Yeah.
Cotton?
Yeah,
What? I don't understand.
that's our plan, isn't it?
Oh, what? What? You're videoing it?
Yeah, you're going to be the cotton reel. That's going to be your nickname. You met my cotton reel.
Read one out.
Right,
Right,
this text's from Cotton Woolbud.
Right.
And it's not.
I've got one here. This says, morning, gents. I have a total fear of those wooden toys that go all floppy and appear to dance when you push the button underneath, especially the clown ones. So sinister, I am literally shuddering. Love to your mothers in Mark. They're quite freaky. Clowns in general. Ugh. Someone here has a fear of whole fresh tomatoes. Someone here scared of toy clowns. Her chums, Mr. and Mrs. Pooh, have a small battery-powered clown that laughs maniacally, claps its cymbals while stamping its freakish bubble-wrap feet. It mostly seemed to do it randomly when I was asleep on their sofa. Little blighter. Very, very odd. Well, yeah. You got any more?
I got loads, mate.
We'll read one out and then we'll have a tune.
Do you want me? I'll read half of it and then you can try and get me to do something else.
Oh, don't be like that.
Don't be like this, you always do this.
No, I'm just saying we'll do it later. You told me to trail it. I've trailed it.
I've got wood. That wasn't a trail.
It kinda
That was a
was.
full entry. That was DP, mate. Wood lice, coleslaw, snakes.
Yeah.
I'm doing them
Are
quickly.
you on about your holiday salad again?
Walking up tiled steps.
What?
Mark in London. Every time I do it, I think I'm going to slip and smash my teeth. Oh, that's that nasty man who texted in. Sunburn. I haven't really read these, to be
You're
honest.
just reading out a list of things that you
I'm just going to pick random
words.
words from this page.
Okay.
Loro.
Nice.
Freeze.
Hang on a minute. Loro.
And we're also joined by Mark Lawrenson.
There you go.
Yeah. Loro, freeze, sunburn.
Sunburn, I can maybe do something with that. Hang on.
Oh, look at you with your little machine.
Yeah.
You got nothing, mate, on sunburn. What are you doing? Top left-hand corner.
Oh, no,
Number
that
one.
is sick. There you go. I
right.
don't know where I found that.
Driving.
I got nothing. No,
No.
you're right. Okay, well, that's pretty much the end of fears, it feels like. Should we move on?
Well,
After this, let's do the...
that was a terrible link.
It's all right, mate. He's fine. You lost it.
Are you threw it. You threw it away.
A minute ago,
I was
I'm being
in the fear
dangled.
zone.
I'm being dangled in front of the cotton.
Well, you started that as a separate thread, right? We're talking about that. Then
Yeah.
we're getting back into fears. Then all of a sudden you get me all riled up and you ask me what my thing I'm getting wound up about is. You let me get halfway into it and then you say, have we got any fears?
Well, maybe your thing's me. There we go. We're talking about fears. This is a cracker one, this. I have... no, dear guys, bananas really scare me. What do you think about bananas? You're
I like
upset this
bananas.
morning, though, aren't you?
Oh, Tesco
And this is
screwed me
a
over
direct
morning.
quote. Well, Tesco's have ruined my bananas.
Yeah, what, 4 bananas? I bought one for everyone in the studio.
Oh,
'Cause that's the kind of guy I am.
Yeah.
1 banana's knackered. It's all bruised and split down the end. The end come off. Now there's only 3 bananas. What am I going to do? I'm thinking I have to offer everyone a banana, but if you all take one, I've got no banana, and I brought the frigging bananas. What's going on there?
Now, Stephen is really scared of them. He says, especially when they're slightly off and squashy. But he knows how... wow, he says, I know how Russell loves bananas, so technically, if I had a dream of Russell covered in banana, that would be my Freddy Krueger nightmare. Cheers, guys, Stephen. How weird's that? I'm going to smear myself in banana just to annoy John.
Yeah, and then get all confident about it. Well, why aren't you smeared in banana?
Oh, I'm not being funny or anything, but there's a zombie.
But Banana Man's lost it.
That'll be the way. Yeah, Banana Man's around the corner. He doesn't know where his house is. He doesn't know his identity, and he just lost it at me. Smashed me in the face. Welephant's around there as well. He's lost. Did you ever have Welephant at school?
No.
Ah, it's this bloke. He's like this elephant that used to turn up and tell you about fire safety. And you sat there age 5 going, I ain't taking advice about fires off a flipping elephant, you think to yourself. Because you knew it was someone's dad who didn't have a real job, dressed up as an elephant, going, now kids don't play with fire. Yeah, we're not going to. Why don't you get a real job, Mr. Smith?
Welephant?
Yeah, did you not have Welephant? Kelly?
No, we used to have like maths and chemistry and stuff like
No,
that.
but did you not have like a
so
fire
that we
guy?
might pass our GCSEs?
You didn't do that up north. Now, kids, there's every chance there's going to be a fire. One of you will die. Just deal with it, all right? Now get into your rooms.
Yeah.
Okay, do your adding up.
It's time for 11 plus to see who gets into grammar school. Can I take Welephant? No, you can't. Oh, I've been sold a lie.
We didn't have grammar schools down south.
Didn't ya?
No.
Yes, you have. You got grammar schools. Just ain't no one told you about them because you talk like that. You can't have no one talking like that in no grammar school.
I don't want to go to grammar school.
Yeah, Mr. Whizzles, whatever your name is, I ain't doing no maths.
I know what you do at grammar schools. That's why I don't have a biscuit off you, man. Now, yeah?
Really?
I
Are you
said
mistaking grammar schools for boarding schools?
I'm
Public boarding schools?
Snooty schools is what they are.
Snooty schools.
Snooty.
Oh, it's like being 13 all over again, getting stones thrown at my head by William Verdon.
Oh, we've opened something here. What's that? Tell me that.
He used to throw stones at my head just because I went to grammar school.
It's horrible, that, because for a brief, for 1 year, I went to Bedford Modern when I used to live in Flick, because the local school was really rubbish, so I went to a private school for a year. It was horrific, it's terrifying. I once got a disorder mark and threatened with a slap because I forgot my art smock. How weird was that? Right? I was
Your art smock?
Yeah, I was only 8, and this bloke,
Your
where's
smock?
Yeah, we had to. I didn't even know what a smock was, and they kind of go, "Where's your art smock? You mean my cover?" And he literally went like that to give me a backhand.
I'll give you smock the week.
It was well, no, because I was
That's
8.
good, wasn't it?
Yeah, but he had no
he
idea.
knew.
He didn't.
knew.
He had no idea.
He knew.
I was sat in the corner. I'd wet myself. What happened? Zombies! It was terrifying. But for some weird reason, I went to that first day of boarding. It was like a boarding school, it was a private school. And I just had a bag, normal bag. I arrived. They've all got briefcases. So
Satchels.
Yeah, no, they had proper briefcases. So I went out and bought a briefcase. I got my mum to, and was walking. I had to walk basically through the tough school on the way, wearing shorts and socks pulled up to my knees, holding a briefcase.
Did you have to walk through the tough school, or did
No,
your
it was on the
parents
way.
just not like you very much?
It was on the way.
There we go, Russell. That's the way to the school, through the bigger boys' yard.
Terrifying.
And you skip and hold your head up high and you sing the Mr. Wafflelamp song.
It was terrifying because I can remember aged 8. There was a kid called something McLachlan, and he basically started shouting at me and basically said he was going to kill me and stuff. And from nowhere, I insulted him by going, "Yes, well, you're probably going to be a bin man," and legged it. What a pathetic thing to say as an 8-year-old. Nothing wrong with being a bin man. What were we talking about before that happened? Welephant. Did you not have anything like that? Like a fire guy that came round? Kelly did. You're nodding. Yeah. Who did you have to tell you about fire safety?
I can't remember. We had the 3 robbers. We had cartoons with the 3 robbers in.
What
But
were
I
they?
can't remember.
Who were the 3 robbers?
I don't know. Barry, Dean and Gary, whatever. Sorry, I've got a bit of a cough.
You have a bit.
I'm afraid of thinking too much, says Rob. Last night I was thinking, how does the sun burn without oxygen in space? Doesn't burn, does it? It's, is it fusion? Fission.
Yeah.
Hydrogen and helium. Yeah.
Potassium.
You're
in
listening, William Verdon. That's an education. Go and throw rocks at the sea. Oh, that came out, didn't it? Angry.
What was that? You see, that's why you can't be a teacher. You know,
Well, there are many reasons I can't be a
Yeah,
teacher.
but you've effectively-
I dropped out of university for a start.
yeah, but you've effectively given them the answer, and then for no reason you've gone, go and throw rocks in the sea.
Yeah,
That's like
he used
being
to throw rocks at my head.
Oh, right.
While I was off learning facts like that. to give out on national radio and create an awkward silence. And now you're going to go into a song and make me look bad.
No, it's fine.
It's going to witter away and he's just going to play the song.
Jesus Christ, it's going to be fine, John. Now, we're talking about fears. Hope very well indeed. Text us 64046. Email russell.6music@bbc.co.uk. Louise says, a certain advert on TV really annoys me. It's the one where you can adopt a dog and it says your dog will even write. And every time I see it, I start shouting at the TV the fact that dogs can't write. Look how many exclamation marks there. Love, Louise.
Well, that's not a fear, is it?
It is a fear.
That's just an intolerant, abusive lady who doesn't want to see the plight of dogs in this country improved.
Hey, I've got a dog.
Well, it's a good job there are people like me out there who can spare threepence a month.
There's a good job this dog's out here as well, because there's a dog in China that's adopted a piglet.
Right.
He's nursing it as if it were her own puppy. There's a photo there. Do you want to see that? It's a pig there sucking on a dog. So you can see that.
Someone's drawn your face on it and Anthony Cotton's.
Nice. Yeah, fantastic little story there. They have that all the time.
Is that it? Are you done with that?
It was just
Is that story?
No, basically, there's some zoo in China. Dog adopts a piglet. Why have you got a dog in a
Can
zoo?
either of them roller skate, though? That's the question people really want answered.
Apparently the pig was very depressed for a week, then one night came home with a tiny black piglet. No, the dog was upset, and then the pig sort of hung out with it, and then apparently the dogs reared the pig as if it were her own. They hang out.
Reared it?
Yeah, they nurse, they hang around, apparently the pig can bark.
Right.
I may have made one of those facts up.
Right.
This is a weird one. Good morrow. I'm irrationally petrified of Terry Wogan. I can't explain why or how, I just am. Emma in Japan. Also, she says, P.S. Get John to do his Spanish man impression. His Spanish voice is strangely sexy.
Yeah.
Not like that.
Terry Wogan, right? Driving back from the airport last night, I'm having a little listen to Russell Brand, aren't I? And he's trying to get Terry Wogan on his show.
Really?
I listened to his show for about 20 minutes. Do you know where they were? New York.
Yeah, I know.
Him and Matt Morgan in New York.
They're in the Chelsea Hotel, yeah.
Yeah, and then they're giving it all, of course, last week, the show in Blackpool. And then, you know when we did the show from Dublin? What's going on? Matt Morgan, and he's leeching off Russell Brand, and he's taking him around the world. I'm leeching off you, and you ain't taking me nowhere.
I'll take you anywhere you want to go. I'll take you to Magic Land.
Well, let's go somewhere next week.
All right.
Next week's show, on location. I want it. I want a holiday. I haven't had one for a day.
Yeah.
I want to go somewhere and do the show from there.
We did a whole month in Scotland.
Only because we were there anyway, and it was rubbish. There was angry Scottish people downstairs giving it all that. Yeah, you can come in. Well, I think you'll find if you ask the nation.
Well, where do you want to go? You want to go to Spain, don't you?
Crew.
So you can see where Thingy was killed.
Oh, I want to go to Granada, but I'll do that on my own.
I'll come with you.
No, you'll ruin it.
Okay.
Let's go somewhere.
Well, where do you want to go?
I don't mind anywhere. Just want to feel like we're wanted elsewhere.
We're not, mate. That's the snack. People want Russell Brand in America because he's making films. We can't make films. Not yet.
We can.
Not yet.
Let's do a film. We'll do one now.
What's it called?
Jim.
Jim?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah. It's about he's this guy, right? He's called James, but he prefers Jim because it's a bit cooler.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's this hilarious sketch where he goes to the gym. And they say, do you want to join the gym? And he goes, I am Jim. And it's funny.
I am Jim. And then various people start using him as a Jim.
Yeah.
This leads to a breakdown.
Yeah.
He goes on a killing spree.
Yeah.
Zombie appears.
Yeah.
He's covered in his own urine. I arrive, go, it's all right, I'll get you out of this. And then you arrive with 5 girls.
Can I not be Jim?
And you can be Jim if you want. But I had you arriving with 5 girls in a Lamborghini, just for no reason, just coming through the film.
You can't get 5 girls in a Lamborghini.
Yeah, you can.
2-seater, mate.
No, tiny girls.
5 girls in a Vauxhall Astra.
All right, well, dwarfs. I got it. The cheap spare Oompa Loompas from the original Willy Wonka. We dress them up as women.
Oh, they're dead now.
Are they?
Yeah.
We'll dress them up as women. We'll dig them up, dress them up as women, put them in a Lamborghini. And I like it already.
All right.
Okay. The other film...
Let's move on this.
Yeah, it sounds edgy, doesn't it?
If there's any film producers out there
Spielberg,
listening,
if you're listening, we got... Yeah.
This is all copyrighted. So
nobody nicking it, yeah.
We'll go to the cinema next week. There'll be a film out called Tim. We'll know.
Yeah,
we'll
exactly.
know.
Hang on a minute. He looks like one of the... Yeah, look closely. His eyes aren't really open. Those are matchsticks. Yeah. Invisible matchsticks.
Right.
The other idea for a film I had was What Will Annoy John, where basically I rain the pain on you for a month. And
you rain the pain on me. You've been listening to your NRA albums again.
NRA, NWA.
No, your National Rifle Association albums. They get you going.
National Rifle Association albums. Well, we could work that into the film. That could be a subplot.
We're getting laughed at from
no.
Usually in the studio, the people we having sort of mingle around, but you've taken sort of a backward stance this
and
week.
it's that kind of laugh. Like I remember that laugh from when I was an infant, when I was doing some of my tricks. You know.
I got utterly. We went to Magaluf just one day, just to see.
I love the way you say Magaluf. It's meant to be We went to Magaluf.
One day.
Smashing day.
First bar.
I tell you, the Tetley, dear. And I'd already seen the Only Falls.
Oh, they had Only Fools and Horses on outside in the bar. That got me started. Anyway, we're going to the bar, and the girls are like, come in the bar, you can have a free shot of, like, Fairy Liquid or some rubbish.
I can see you're getting... Women are coming on to you.
No, they come on to everyone. They're just trying to get you in the bar with all the other knobs, right? And we went in there. 2 for 1 on Budweiser, she says. We says, well, we'll have a bit of that. We'll have 2. We'll naff off. Oh, we've got to buy 2, which means you've got 4. Oh, so now I'm drinking 2 Budweisers. The second one's going to be warm. I don't want one. I just wanted 1. I've been conned into being in this crap bar now. Yeah. Anyway, the barmaid's giving it all chit-chat.
Being nice.
Oh, yeah, right. Where are you from? Swindon. Where's that?
I don't believe
you from Swindon. Oh, it's all happening in Swindon.
Christ, have you never heard of the Oasis?
My reply, I mean, she's 17 and she's just left school.
How do you know she's 17?
And
see, there's a backstory here, you creep.
We got to this afterwards.
She's clearly quite hot. She's not hot.
She's not hot. Right, she's giving it all too confident. Whoa, do you own Spain? Do you want to back off a little bit, making me feel like an idiot?
Right.
Where's Swindon? I give her the obvious answer. Well, it's equidistant between Bristol and London. That doesn't do it for her. She still doesn't
Really?
know.
Christ.
Yeah,
she must be cold inside.
She says, what's Swindon famous for? I said, what isn't it famous for?
Yeah.
Obviously, I said me first.
Yeah.
Then I said the Steam Railway Museum.
I tell you what, she must be there already.
Right.
Because you've proved that you're arrogant and nerdy in one foul swoop. Me, followed by the National Railway Museum.
She's giving Swindon grief. I says, where are you from then? Coventry.
Yep.
I said, A46, best ring road in the country, in my opinion.
Well, that's 3. She must have had to sit down at this moment.
She was doing that laugh.
Of course she was, you flipping idiot.
Oh, God, what are you on about? Whoa, I'm just trying to get some intellectual debate going in
this bar. It's not intellectual debate.
We can't all be swanning around looking like Cristiano Ronaldo with no tops on in a bar. Put your top on, you're inside. It's inappropriate.
Put your top on, I'm trying to talk about ring roads. Yeah. Now... have you ever been to Strensham Services? Because, my Christ, some of the sandwiches in there will blow your mind. They will. Unbelievable, man.
And then we had a good chat about...
It sounds like a cracking chat. I'll tell you exactly what's happening. She's backing away from you. You following her around. Yeah. You're following her around. Hey, I tell you what. Dirt roads I don't like. A dual carriageway I'm a fan of. I don't like motorways. Weird.
She went off and chatted to some guy called Barry about the best way to kick someone's head in.
Yeah.
And my friend Phil and I discussed insurance as a money-making scheme.
Right.
And how flawless it is, because you don't really have to pay out on anything.
Yeah.
It's a great way of making money.
Lovely stuff.
And then we didn't really finish our beers, and we went home. It was rubbish. Too many flashing lights.
You off, boys? We are. We've got an Enya album that needs breaking in. Ta-ra!
Board games haven't even started. All this stuff to come, Russell. 11:15.
I know.
What are you looking at?
Nothing. I'm looking at the clock.
Why are you looking at the clock?
Because you said 11:15.
And why are you laughing?
Because I'm just verifying whether it's 11:15.
Right. And that's funny, is it? Checking the time? Oh, I've got some clocks at home that'll rock your world.
It's funny that you're getting annoyed about me looking at a clock rather than you.
It's not that I don't want you to look at me. Look at me. Right. We had Wellifant at school.
There you go.
And I'm from pretty far north, says Dan from Workington.
There you go.
Matches, never touch. They can hurt you very much. Well, this Wellifant sounds like a genius.
No, it was a different guy. Franchise.
Right.
We figured this out as kids because we had one Wellifant 1 year, massive bloke, and then the next year Wellifant comes back and he's about 5'4".
Wow.
We're like, flipping hell, someone's been burnt.
And he's churning out the rhymes, isn't he?
He is, yeah.
Don't kill spiders, don't kill ants, Russell Howard's poops in his pants.
Oh, well, can we just...
I'm driven.
I'll just say that for now, that's not making it. There's no way. If that gets into the podcast...
You're stopping behind to edit the podcast?
Yeah, I will, because that is, from nowhere, you've just randomly put in a little song. Why on earth would a man trying to teach kids about fire come in and tell
the dangers of pooping in your pants?
No, listen, for Christ's sake. Why would a man... Wait, why would a man come in... dress up as an elephant as a big sort of ruse so he can just do a little rhyme about me.
That's one of his many rhymes. He's got a lot of rhymes.
He's not going to point at kids and kind of go, hey, you've got no dad, you've got no mum. That's why Russell Howard's got poo coming out of his bum. He's not going to do that.
Well, that's your one, innit? So we'll put that one in. Fine,
No,
fine.
no, we're not putting that in. I'm not saying he's going to do that.
Fine.
He's just kind of going fire,
we keep
fire.
getting these texts and emails. Dear Russell Howard, I was just wondering where you got the T-shirt that had dice on it on Mock the Week the other day. We've had 4 of those.
Really?
Yeah.
That was given to me by someone.
Ah, was it?
Yeah, they basically give you T-shirts to wear. It's fantastic.
Right. And bananas.
Yeah. What's going on?
What?
You got to calm down, man.
I'm fine.
I get a free banana every so often. You've just had an expensive paid holiday from the BBC because you're too
Will you
narky.
stop saying that the BBC paid for me to go on holiday? Cost me a right pretty penny. I have a fear of mannequins. Mel in Darlington. Think they're going to come alive and stab me in the neck.
Oh, no, they don't. They come alive. You get it on with them.
I've got a fear of touching bins, health and safety.
Oh, I've got
you
fantastic...
ain't doing a mannequin.
I'll do a mannequin. You give me £100, I'll do a mannequin.
Anthony Cotton.
I'm not doing a male mannequin, although, to be honest...
Oh, you're not doing the kin? All right.
Oh, nice. My friend...
see what I did.
My friend Reese, when he was younger... I'll change the name, actually. My friend... Reese, he...
Colin?
No, he was looking at a mannequin when he was... I think he was about 7, and he liked the look of her. And he was... you're at that age, you're sort of interested about things, and he just very gently lifted up her skirt, just to see what was underneath. Turns out it was a real lady.
Terry Notkins.
No, it was a real woman who was standing very still, went mental at him, and he started screaming, oh, I'm sorry, I just want to... And then she said, what are you doing? I thought you were a mannequin. What, are you going to look at a mannequin's bit?
She must have been stood very still.
Yeah.
And had a lot of makeup on.
She was like that.
Why was she stood like that?
Because that's how
doing
mannequins...
the robot.
That's how mannequins stand, isn't it?
Right. Why was she stood like that?
Oh, she was confused.
Get this Spreece on the line.
Yeah.
Eric...
Actually, I probably can, actually. Reese, if you're listening, call up and I'll explain the story. Yeah, I've got to switch my phone on. We'll try and do that next link. What else you got?
Yeah. Eric the Banana Man would never lose it. He was a proper fruity superhero. Elephant was scary, though. A big red elephant in a fire hat. That's not right. That's not professional. I'm scared of moths, too. Shall we move on from fears?
Yeah.
So I noticed from the way I'm reading them that I've clearly given up.
Well, that'll be your fault.
What? Not really, is it?
Yes,
If
it
you
is.
think back. If you think back. Think back.
Well, let's do ball games.
What are you both doing tonight? That's from Oliver.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, we can hang out if you want.
Yeah. Should we not sort this out on here?
Yeah, probably best not to.
We've had a couple of invites of places we can go.
Oh, yeah?
Because I said no one wanted us anywhere. Come to my friend's living room. It's not really what I was on about.
No.
But she'll cook for you and everything.
Oh.
And she fancies Russell, so that'll be nice. Bit of sexual tension. Come to Southend.
Just you watching.
I'll be watching telly.
Oh, do you do that, do you? Oh, okay.
I'll be watching You've Been Framed. Come to Southend and do your show. I'll take you out for ice cream on the beach.
Oh, that'd be the worst sex experience ever, wouldn't it?
Southend?
Having sex with somebody, with you, just to the right.
All right, mate, having sex with me?
No.
Oh, Jesus.
No, but with you to the right, watching You've Been Framed. Oh, the old lady, she just hit her head. I'm trying to get my funk on.
We've had an email about You've Been Framed. After your recent discussion about You've Been Framed, I felt compelled to watch it, and yes, it's true, fat women provide more entertainment than a whole big group of cats smacking into glass doors, etc. However, I think the swimming pool scenarios are much funnier. For example, grown men sliding into padding pools and going into a wall. Any thoughts? Not a big fan of the pool ones. Number 3 on the list of things that can be cut out You've Been Framed. People fainting at weddings. Boring. Adding off.
Now, it's been a fairly sort of zombie-themed show in which someone's had a dream about us and zombies. Listen to this, right? A couple of weeks back, I had a dream in which the world was overrun by zombies. And after running through some city to destroy the zombie headquarters with a load of men in suits, we came to a bridge in which we're surrounded by water and sharks, right? Suddenly, a voice shouted out, "Bugger that," and I climbed back off the bridge to bump into the two of us, right? At which point, Russell turned to me and said, "Here, kid, take this to protect yourself." Sounds like me. And he gave me a mobile phone which he had strapped 5 bullets to. I looked at Russell and asked what I was meant to do with it, and all he said was, "You will know when the time comes."
As if you're ever saying that.
John then decided to point out that if we all had an air blade, the infection wouldn't have spread as coughs and sneezes spread diseases. And with an air blade, we'd all be clean. And with that, both Russell and John headed off into the distance holding hands.
As if you're ever saying that.
That sounds like me. "Here, kid, take this to protect yourself. You will know when the time comes." Yeah. I'm a Morpheus figure.
You will know when the...
What John was doing there was implying that what would happen in the middle of the dream, I would, just soil myself for no reason.
I had some cracking dreams this week.
Go on, take us through 'em.
Jennifer Ellison,
Oh, John, flipping
We were
it.
playing five-a-side football. And
Go on, John!
no. She was
You were
there.
playing five-a-side football with her, and you stopped
no,
to
we
win.
were playing
Hey,
five-a-side
Jennifer,
football.
have you ever gone on the A303? Because that would blow your mind. Let me tell you that, madam.
She was... she'd just done a gig, and I asked her about it. She said it was a belter. And that's what I thought, yeah, using my phrase, whatever.
What on earth happened there?
And I dreamt you had a breakdown. An actual, proper floods of tears. We went mental. Really upset you were.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to go into that in any
No, it was pretty full on. You weren't in a good state, mate.
And yet you still woke up and ate some purple glop.
Oh, that changed it all. I was going to give you a call, but then I thought, nah, you'd be fine. You'd be fine.
Meanwhile in Spain, I ain't going on it. I ain't going on it. But I did.
But the dogs, someone's emailed in and said, when are we ever going to go and visit my dog?
Ah,
I got a letter saying if you go and visit these dogs you adopt, you're not allowed to touch them. Well, that's half the fun, innit?
what?
Who wants to go and look at a dog? You want to play with a dog? That's what
Yeah.
dogs are for.
Absolutely. It's like
So-
dolphins. At Mundemar, you could spend €50 having an experience with a dolphin. And I sort of inquired what the experience was. No touching.
Right.
They're dolphins, not ladies, at lap dancing clubs.
Yeah.
But my Spanish was limited, so I had to mime.
Right.
And that didn't go down well.
Boobdy.
And I was sort of going, because, like the ladies and that, you don't touch the ladies, but what's wrong with the dolphins?
Right.
Surely I
and tell the people at home what mime you did when you said, what's wrong with the dolphins?
Oh, I did the blowhole thing.
You put your finger in the blowhole.
Yeah, but I wouldn't do that.
Right.
But I'd go, that's the
But
dolphin.
if a man can't understand you, the whole point of this is that you're doing a mime to
Yeah.
cover the fact that you don't speak the same. So all he can hear is...
Yeah, fair
And
point.
then
I didn't, only one finger.
Right.
I'm not going to put a fist in it.
Oh, it starts... Anyway, moving
No, in
on.
this blowhole, it's nothing sexual. That's where he breathes.
All right. And that's not sexual, is it? Choking it a bit. Yeah.
What are you? Hey, Jennifer, never mind how you giggle. How in any way is that sexual?
It's not going in. Hello, lads.
She said.
Oh.
Good news from Swindon.
Oh, it's all happening in Swindon.
Hello, lads. I see you're both playing Brighton Comedy Festival.
We are, yeah.
My girlfriend Lucy and I can't afford to see both of you. Who's best? Who should we spend our money on?
Go see John. I'm sold out. Next.
Are you?
Of course I am, mate.
I was going to say go and see Russell because I'm not that good yet, but I'll get better.
Oh, he's
But then,
brilliant. He's brilliant.
Don't go and see either of us because now you'll come to me and you'll always think, if we'd have booked earlier, we could have gone to see Russell.
I tell you what, well, I'll come on at the end of your show.
Not
That
happening.
would be
As if
horrific.
you'd wait till
Oh,
the
come
end.
on. No, wait. I'll come on at the end of your show dressed as Welephant.
Right.
Hello, kids. How are you? Woo!
As if you're going to wait till the end of my show. You'll be there like 30 minutes in, you'll go, this is tanking a little bit. It
Oh,
just run
shut
out.
up, you're
I'll
brilliant.
rescue this.
Well,
Well, if you're coming on in mine, I'm coming on in yours.
Absolutely.
I'm telling you what I'm dressed up
Oh,
as.
yeah,
but you
you-
ain't going to like it.
it'll be like Eminem with the chainsaw. Oh, yeah.
When are you
I'd
doing
love
it?
to see you in a rap battle.
Right.
I'd pay real money to watch that. Let's take you.
You don't want to see that.
Let's take you to a grime fest. Let's take you to a rap battle.
I'm pretty no holds barred when I'm rap battling.
Oh, that would be great, wouldn't it? Just you attacking. Yeah, well, I bet your house is a state.
Yeah.
Say what you like about me, mum, mate. You not heard about me dreams? I feel exactly the same way, mate.
Oh, that's got to stop. It's unbelievable.
Let's take you to a rap battle. Sounds like one of those BBC Three sort of like weird documentaries. There was one I watched this week. What was it called? It was unbelievable. Oh,
Dog the Bounty Hunter
It was-
on tour?
No, it was unbelievable. It was something like I'm afraid of my ears or something like that. It was
Jesus.
ridiculous. But I didn't get to see it because the TV wasn't working in Spain. I
Wow.
was gutted. It was something like, I think it was I'm afraid of my ears, and this girl walking around covering her ears.
Right.
Teenage-
Well, then surely
oh.
the worst thing to do would be to touch them.
My friend Al told me about teenage plastic surgery as well. Have you seen that? Oh, it's horrific.
What makes you think I would watch a programme called Teenage Plastic Surgery?
But what happened? They took these girls out, and they were kind of they saw the surgery in America and stuff like that. They were girls. They were, I think, 15. They wanted boob jobs done and that, right? And one of the girls was kind of going, "Oh, I'm not sure about it. It looks a bit dodgy." And then they showed the surgery where they're literally cutting out fat and putting it there. And she was kind of going. This girl was in tears, apparently, kind of going, "I can't have it done. It's just too brutal. I don't want to do it anymore. But I really want the surgery. I'm not happy with my body. But I know I can't do it. It's too dangerous. It's terrifying. It's horrible." Then apparently the camera cut to her dad, who went, "Told you, 1-0 dad." Like that. After she just done this amazing kind of, "Oh, I'm really broke, I'm really upset." And he literally went, "Oh, 1-0 dad." And you go, well, maybe you're you're the problem. It's just hilarious. Oh, it's great. Oh, 1-0, Dad.
It's good that people can breed indiscriminately, isn't it? Watching a man punch
You should pop up as like a little kind of, on those really horrific documentaries, like the Microsoft paperclip, just you arriving. These people shouldn't be allowed to breathe. Ta-ra!
Yeah.
Just disappearing. Now, we're all about board games, so I got on here. When we're bored at school and it's raining outside, so we can't play pat ball, don't know what that is, we've played the sniffing game. This is where you simply walk behind someone and sniff them without them knowing. Teachers gain bonus points, and if you get the head teacher, the game is won. The sniffing game.
I do that anyway.
You certainly do, mate.
People smell nice. A board game I
Well, that's definitely making it into the podcast. Just you go, people smell nice. Ooh.
Yeah.
This is...
There's a smell that women have sometimes. It's a little bit melony.
Oh, Jesus. Right, take it very steady here.
It's like a spicy smell, but it's got a little bit of melon in it.
Do you want another bud? Melon. Do you ever go by train?
Oh, don't get me started on the train.
Impressions.
Hello, Russell and John.
Yes.
I just attempted to make some toast and was gutted to find a massive hole in the middle of my loaf.
Oh, that links back into last week's show.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Love to your mothers, Charlotte in Blackburn.
We've got another board game here. Russell and John, me and my sister play a board game called In My Pants. It's quite a simple game and the rules are easy. You have to either remember the last song you've listened to, either it be in a shop or on your iPod or even your ringtone, and you have to say it loudly in a public place followed by In My Pants. This can lead to some hilarious looks. For example, at the moment, I'm listening to you chat about whatnot, so I would say, Russell and John, In My Pants. You gain points by the amount of people that turn around and look at you. Much love, Louise. 3 kisses. You're not a fan of that?
It's a bit... We usually spread the kisses around, don't we?
Oh, yeah.
There's sort of lesbian tension if we did that today.
Yeah, right. You chicks, right? You take half a kiss.
You have a peck on the cheek. We'll have something a bit more flavoursome, yeah?
Yeah, that is the thing, right? Right,
Oh,
has
this
he
is going to be good. Here's a thing. Let me position myself into my asking a lesbian question pose.
No. It's something about that. But as ladies, right? Are we allowed to call ladies chicks?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Hey, chicks. What about squaws?
No.
Yeah. See, that's what my girlfriend says. I started calling her squaw on holiday. Didn't go down well at all. Only as a laugh. And basically, we were chatting about how people should behave in relationships, and I said the phrase, if my squaw started sounding off like that, she went mental. Wouldn't speak to me for about 10 minutes. Yeah, but chicks is allowed.
Chicks is allowed.
What else? So we learn. Hopefully there'll be men sat down. Bird? Is bird allowed?
Boob carriers?
In an affectionate way,
Yeah. Bird, all right, bird. Missus, I don't like that. The missus. I hate that. People go, you bringing a missus? I suppose so.
Her indoors.
Yeah, her indoors, yeah.
I don't like ball and chain.
Ball and chain?
Ball and chain isn't nice, is it? I like the idea there are men at home writing down, right, we're not allowed birds, we're not missus. What would you like to be called?
Constant reminders of our inefficiencies and inadequacies as men. What about that? We'll abbreviate it to Connies.
Yeah. Connies.
Do you know what I love?
What?
I love the boss.
The boss,
The
yeah.
boss.
My friend Andy calls his wife the boss. All right, boss. Doesn't even call it the boss. Yeah, I can bring myself
Never
to do
happening. Chief Superintendent's the best you're getting.
that. Oh, that'd be lovely. That'd be fantastic. All right, Chief Superintendent.
Yeah.
You're right, General. Yeah, not bad, not bad.
That second in command.
Oh, that
What
would be
about that?
horrific. Yeah, second in
Co-pilot?
command. Co-pilot.
Pilot, like that.
Co-pilot's quite nice. Other half, yeah, it's all right, isn't it?
Other half, I don't like that though. This is my big thing about relationships. It's not 2 halves make a whole, because then that's implying that all single people are only half.
Yeah.
I'm at least 3/4.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, maybe it means...
I don't need someone to complete me. I need someone to make things a little bit better every now and again.
You do need some...
Romantic if you-
You're a whole on your own. You're on your own, you are one.
Yeah.
2 people should make 2, not 1.
That's a fair point. But surely it's a bit like motorbikes. You know,
Yeah,
you get
everything is with you, innit?
No, I'm just saying, put a parrot on it.
A good woman's like a good Yamaha.
No, I'm saying, but a good woman makes you feel like you've got a sidecar. Yeah?
What?
Yeah, right? If you've got a motorbike...
Yeah, if a truck does veer across the road, she's taking the hit.
No, she's helping you out with advice and passing you snacks from the sidecar. No, surely that's
No,
quite...
why don't you?
She's lower down as well. It's
Yeah.
like, is there a pecking order there?
Oh, no,
Yeah,
I'm not
but
saying
that's
that.
obvious though, isn't it? Is it? No.
I'm driving. But the thing is...
You see your relationship, your ideal relationship, she's driving, you're in the sidecar, she's passing you snacks, and you're not having to worry about driving.
False.
You're just in the sidecar, it's full of Skittles. You've just climbed into it and had Skittles poured onto you.
Not true.
Taste the rainbow.
I ride, I drive.
Right.
But that's quite a good way of looking at the relationship, because I understand your point, but surely you'd be so much better if you met a girl that was into you.
All right.
No, but
Christ,
imagine
get a
that.
right kicking this
No, but
week.
I'm not saying...
The worst thing I can imagine is having sex with you.
Partners are bad. Partners bad.
Partners, yeah, don't like that. Partner, I love that.
All right, partners
It's
nice.
a solicitor.
Tennis
Yeah,
partner.
It's just my partner.
Part- You love your partner?
I like saying that.
Yeah. My partner.
Problem is, though, if you say partner, you mean you're gay, don't you? Like when...
God, you sound like an 8-year-old. You say partner, you sound like you're right, gay.
When you're like in your 30s and you've been out for a while... But
you're feeling it? You're feeling it, sex music?
Shut up, me. And you say partner,
Yeah.
you have to clarify that it's not... Because otherwise it sounds... You know what I mean?
It's the thing. Text in 64046 or email russell.sixmusic@bbc.co.uk with what we're allowed to say and what you like to be
Not
called.
what we're allowed to say. I'll call you what I like. It's just what you'd like to be called, because this is all the hierarchy stuff, innit? Well, I'm not... What?
Right. Wow. Well, we're recording that for next week.
What is the point of being in a relationship and having a list of things you are and aren't allowed to say? The point is you should be with someone where you say what you like, and then they respond to it as appropriate.
Did you have a bad nickname in your last relationship?
I'm not having a contraband list of things I can't say.
Stop calling me Captain Winky! My name is John. There you go. That was Second Minute or Hour, and before that was by Jack Panant, and before that it was Bound and Gagged by somebody. Who was it?
Teenagers.
By teenagers, which is not the way to treat them.
No.
No wonder they're running amok.
Not the way to treat anyone except someone who's asked specifically.
Yeah. I'm not into any of that caper.
No?
Getting tied up or anything like that.
Getting tied up by the sheriff.
Well,
My boyfriend's wife calls his wife the sheriff.
no, that's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
But if someone called the sheriff's tying you up on a regular basis, not for me, that.
No?
Nah.
I can't imagine being tied
But the
up.
thing is, if you're getting tied up, surely there's that moment when you go, I've had enough now, untie me.
That's where your safe word comes in.
Oh, really?
It's a little loophole. Just make the safe word carry on, and then you've got them then.
That's a fair point, yeah.
Carry on. Yeah, will do.
What?
No, he said that was a safe word. What? No, shut up.
That's horrific advice there. That's John there.
Just pointing out loopholes. I'm a sexual lawyer.
Oh, that's a phenomenal thing. What? Because I'm a sexual liar. Hit it, they come in, Mr. Bombastic. A sexual
Scally
liar.
McBeal.
That should be your card. Jon Richardson, sexual liar.
Attorney at law.
I won't put my hand on the Bible. What I will put on it, whack. I'm a sexual... Sorry. Oh, what? That's probably called something, isn't it? Anyways. Go on.
I love it when you do that.
Go on, mate.
Hello, Russell and John.
Hi.
I love to be called Treacle in a Mockney London accent.
All right, Treacle.
All right, Treacle. Always makes me smile.
Good girl, good girl. Clever girl, clever girl.
Oh, I did that. Yeah, they don't like that.
Clever girl, good girl.
Good girl.
What, I tell you what my girlfriend doesn't like. You silly little thing.
Right.
Don't like that. Oh, you a silly little thing.
Hello, boys.
Throwing them bread, they ate that. Go on.
Is it bad? Oh, not if it's fresh bread.
No, if it's on the floor and you go...
Gluten-free bread, they don't mind that. Hello, boys. Is it bad that I refer to my 31-year-old boyfriend as my man cub?
Man cub.
I think it probably is.
Oh, yeah, I ain't having that. He sounds like a scout. He sounds like a scout that can't move on. Here comes the man cub. Oh, has he not got his badges?
As an alternative to Mrs., try plates and dishes. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised with the results.
All right, plates and dishes. No, this doesn't roll off the tongue.
My mum got remarried and everyone
What about bit of skirt? Is that allowed? No, okay.
What about a bit... My mum and dad got...
Put a line through that. Go on.
My mum got remarried and everyone thinks I should call him my stepdad. But I've already got a dad, so I call him my mum's husband. Is this insulting to him?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Just call him by his name.
He's a man in his own right. Call him Ted.
If that's his name.
No, it's call him Ted. Squaw is the American Indian word for a woman's genitals, so best to avoid.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Jesus.
And getting your tomahawk out will not be well received.
And saying to another fella, nice squaw.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I got a lazy eye. Get you know.
Right. My friend calls his wife the War Department.
Flipping heck.
Simon from Oxford.
What time's the War Department getting here? She'll be here soon. Boom, boom. You've got to have the music from Star Wars playing.
Yeah.
As she walks in, the War Department. Christ.
Wife Vader.
How can you shout that in the throes of passion? Oh, War Department!
What about the bread knife?
Nah.
I don't like bread knives. They're rubbish.
Does he
They
just...
look rubbish? They're pointless. They're too long.
Does he ever shorten it just to war? Because that must be horrific for the neighbours. If they are in the throes of passions, he's just shouting out, war, war, huh.
Yeah.
What is it good for? Absolutely. And
tell you.
And you in the corner, oh, look, there's a cat. He's just opened the door. I'm watching You've Been Framed.
Oh, I watched You've Been Framed. We went in a bar in the night of the incident with the woman. They had
What a night. We've already pointed this out. So hang on. Not only do you get into a random chat about roads, before that, you've been watching You've Been Framed whilst you're on holiday.
I know. And
hang on, were you wearing socks and sandals?
No.
Let's put some talcum on my feet.
No, trainers.
Dust them down before we go on the town.
I told you before, I don't like sandals.
Okay.
It was all good, all Spanish. Look at this man, he ran into the door, what a dingo. All good. And then because it was Spanish, all of a sudden bullfighting. Like on You've Been Framed, like, oh, look at him killing this bull. That's not funny. And cut into a live audience laughing.
Oh, dress the bull up. It's quite funny. If his dress up was a clown.
The only funny thing that could happen is if that bull speared the man's head.
Oh, that happens in a film Once Upon a Time in Mexico. It's brilliant. The documentary this week, John, it was called Help, I Smell Like Fish.
Right.
So that was what it wasn't called, I'm afraid of my ears.
Is that an accurate nickname for a girlfriend as well? No?
Oh,
No.
John. Get out. What a letdown. What a disgusting thing to do.
Oh, I'm just making links.
Oh, that's
they don't
even
like
worse.
links either, do they? We're not allowed links.
Oh, no, links don't work. I was saying about this off air. I sprayed some links on the other day at the Edinburgh Festival, and a girl went mental at me, just out, we don't like links. When are you men going to realise? I was just putting it on. I'm not doing it, I wasn't hoping to go form a queue. I stink. That's why I've put it on.
We're renowned for our links, aren't we, you and I?
That's correct.
Like links.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right, isn't it? Yeah.
It is alright.
Yeah.
Africa?
Oh, Africa reminds me of being 15, not being able to dance, and asking Andrew Johnson if he'd give me a few lessons. That was a mistake. That soon got around the school, let me tell you. Yeah. I just can't dance, Andrew, and you can. Can you show me? And I thought he'd show me, but he went, guess what? He can't dance.
The time of my life.
Can you dance?
Can I dance? The fact that you even have to ask. You know I can dance.
Fair enough. You know what it is, don't you? You know what time it is, John?
Yeah?
Bot time. Now, they've had a month off.
Yeah, well, stuff's been going on, hasn't it?
The big guys in this station get to take a month off. The bot watch are no different.
Right.
When we left them last, what they were doing, they were at a party, I believe.
Well, something happened, didn't it? This something happened, and that's why we haven't heard from them.
Oh,
that
really?
was the whole point.
Oh, I see.
Of this.
When we're doing stuff like this, you should always tell me what I'm supposed to say.
Yeah, I can't do everything though, can I? And
Yeah,
I
but
thought
you
you
tell
might
me.
know
I
because
don't
you
rem-
were in it. Let's be honest, let's not ruin this, but it's
remember.
you talking in the sketch.
Yeah, but you're talking as well.
Yeah, so you must have at some point figured what was going on.
I just read
and I
that-
told you last week, and I told you the week before.
You know what happened when you start talking and you
Do
know...
this again. Do one of your little jingles and
Okay.
pretend we're coming off the back of a record. Everyone at home, when you hear this, this last minute ceases to exist.
Okay.
Good
I
news from
tried.
Swindon.
Oh, it's all happening in Swindon.
Hi, Six Music, how the hell are you? Now it's time for...
Why are you talking like that now? As if you're on like...
I'll do it again.
Do it again, yeah.
There we go.
Oh, you're feeling it? You're feeling it, Six Music?
You're right, Six Music. I hope you're very well indeed. Next up, we've got the Bot Watch sketch. Now, something's happened in Bot... Is this good? Something's happened in Botland, and that's why they haven't been on air for a while, and it's time we found out what's happened to them. Yeah?
Terrible. So they had the party.
began with a party.
Oh, jeez.
A simple party to introduce two friends.
Straight friends, news monkey.
To introduce two straight friends to their new neighbours. With music, mead and merriment, all seemed to be going well.
So I says to him, I'll pull it back out for you if you like, but that'll cost you extra.
I only really found out I could dance at university. See, what I do is a little bit too expressive for the younger audience. I could make you cry with my Bavarian tango if I so choose.
I can't get no sleep. Yeah! Now this is the kind of shit you want on when you're in a club. Am I wrong? Oh! Yeah!
But time is a jealous lover, and when you have eyes only for the present, your future might leave by the open door. Fate was to deal a cruel blow to our heroes.
Sandra! Sandra, lob us that Pokeball. I want to show you something. You stick one of them in here, a cheeky one round the back, and then you get a match, and you go.
John Bot, no! Someone call an ambulance. 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 Ambulance.
For 2 weeks, Rusbot kept a loyal vigil by his friend's bedside, trying as best he could to read extracts from John Bot's favourite literature.
And beyond the wild wood again, he asked, where it's all blue and dim and one sees what may be hills or perhaps they mayn't, and something like the smoke of towns, or is it cloud drift? Come on, mate, please wake up. Please? You can call me a nasty name. I tipped away all your booze. Beyond the wild wood comes the wide world, said the rat, and that's something that doesn't matter, either to you or me.
A difficult decision had to be made, and so it came to be that John Bot's funeral was arranged for Tuesday, August the 28th at Swindon Crematorium, his spiritual home.
I'd like to thank you all for coming this morning. I first met the John Bot 3000 on his arrival from Australia almost a year ago. I know he wasn't always the easiest bot to get along with, but I think it's testament to his inner magnetism that so many of you came today. I see many friends from Bot Radio, the Brand Bot,
Wow.
the Keaveney Bot,
You like me like I am, rough around the edges.
a bot I know he admired more than many others, the Vine Bot,
Starting bang on time, the memorial service.
and 2 bots without whom Bot Nav would mean nothing, the travel bots Lynn and John.
Good news from Swindon.
Oh, it's all happening in Swindon.
To send my friend off to a happier place and condemn myself to a half-life in the only way I think fitting, I have invited the actress Jennifer Ellison to give a reading.
Thanks. The Funeral Blues by W.A. Jordan. Stop all the clocks. Cut off the telephone. Prevent the dog from barking with a juicy bone.
Oh, check cabin doors for takeoff because I am well up the runway, you sexy b****.
John Bot, I can't believe it, you're alive!
That's right, Monkey Nuts, and I've got something to say. I know I nearly fried last week, and I know you never left my side since it happened. I could hear you, mate, every word. If you ever hug me in public again, I'll take apart every scrap of metal about you and reveal to you as Anne Widdecombe's chastity belt. Is that clear?
Yes, mate.
Grand. Now get me the out of this box and cover that vicar's eyes, because me and Jen have got some disgusting work to do.
Would all guests please note that there will now be a buffet at the Monkey Tavern with over 50 vol-au-vents. Bon 8 tits.
Now, we've had talking of like various names you can have for your partners. Someone here says, my wife is affectionately known as Satan. You had a few. Somebody said, what was the other one?
I refer to my ex-wife as the anti-wife.
There you go.
Says Danny in Lewisham.
Now, in the term the other half, right, there's a lady here, Katie from Mato, she says he wasn't really into it. And she read Plato at uni, learned the story behind it. Do you know this?
Go on.
Very interesting. Apparently, according to Greek mythology, people used to be complete in that they had both the male and female organs. Horrific, never get anything done. But they did something to annoy the
You
gods.
ain't bending it round.
Yeah, you can if you fool around. I forget what... they did something to annoy the gods. I forget what. It wasn't an interesting lecture. And the gods cut them in half and doomed them to have to wander the earth looking for their other half. That's where the phrase comes from. That's why we're so happy to find the other half of us that makes us whole, according to Greek mythology, right? Incidentally, when the gods first did this, they put the genitals on the back. And when one person found their partner, they hugged forever, but never reproduced due to dodgy placement of certain things, and the race began to die out. So the gods had to do a bit of a remodel and move them. Be horrific. Imagine that. If you're on like a crowded tube and someone's stuffing up against your lady bit, that'd be horrible. What?
You read that as if it was fact.
It is fact. It's fact that it comes from Greek mythology.
Yeah.
Imagine that. If you had nuts on the back of you, I'd just be flicking them all the time.
Yeah. I would kill you.
No, you wouldn't be able to, because I'd be gently pleasuring you. Pleasure pain, pleasure pain.
from having my nuts kicked.
Okay, right. There you go. That was You Don't Know What Love Is by the White Stripes, and before that, Road Rage by Catatonia, which always makes you feel like you're 18 again, and you're doing your A-levels for me anyway. How old you would have been? 16 doing your GCSEs?
Yeah, I never really got into Catatonia.
No, I didn't really. I just quite like that song.
Yeah.
What was the other one? Mulder and Scully, wasn't it?
Yeah, and Tom Jones with the space.
I hated the song they did with Tom Jones. That was horrible.
No, the Ballad of Tom Jones.
Didn't they?
With
But
space.
but did they? How did that go?
I've never thrown my knickers at you, and I come from Wales.
He did the one with the Cardigans, didn't he? That's what I'm thinking of. Tom Jones, didn't he do a duet with the girl at the Cardigans? I'm pretty sure he did.
Possibly.
Yeah. We should really know more about music. Oh dear, burp. John, Phil.
No, into the mic. Karen's listening.
I don't burp into the mic. Moyles does that. That's why he's above us in the podcast.
Is it?
Yeah, just the one place. John, don't do that, mate.
That means we'll get above Moyles, though, won't it?
No, not just for burping. We provide an alternative. Now, we've already had that game.
Right, well, Moyles doesn't do this.
No, he doesn't. Now, what text have we got, John?
Well, the boner game. Yeah. This rolls on and on. We did this weeks ago. Yeah. People are playing it and getting into trouble. Dan in Plymouth. John and Russell, once again, the boner game backfired this week.
Oh, no.
Me and my mate were playing it in class.
Now, we should explain what the boner game is. The boner game is when two males sit...
Adult males
sit opposite each other and they have to will themselves to a state of turgidity, if that's a word. And they're not allowed to touch themselves, they just have to think.
Yeah, they go on a one-stop journey to Wood Meadow,
if you
like.
We
say.
So they're doing this.
Me and my mate were playing it in class. He won, and then shortly afterwards was asked to come to the front of the class to give a demonstration while he had a hard-on.
Jesus.
Needless to say, he was very embarrassed and was henceforth given the name Boner Boy.
Oh, my God. You sit down there.
Unfortunate.
How on earth do you get to that stage where you're in the middle of a lesson and you just whisper over to your mate, "Psst, oi, what is it? Do you want to play the boner game?" What?
Yeah.
What is it? We just got to sit and wait until we see which one of us gets an erection. I'm not doing that, I'm doing it. Just do it, it'll be alright, love. That's weird.
Yeah.
Unless you pass the note. Do you want to play boner game with me?
You said the first week this came in, do you want to play it?
Yeah, but that's different. That's on radio. That's not in a classroom.
Oh, I've got a twofold text debate.
Hit me.
That's on the radio, that's not in the classroom, did you just say?
Yeah.
I zoned out for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. I ain't playing it in the classroom.
Yeah, I'm not playing it.
With no one listening but us, but I'll play it on national radio.
I'm not playing it with my 15-year-old mate. I mean, he's already told everyone about my dancing.
Right.
No, but you wouldn't do that at school. You could do it on radio. It's a bit of fun. But at school, it's not weird, but you just get bullied. You get bullied for everything.
Maybe they're getting bullied already, and that's why they need each other. And their games.
Okay.
Text coming in.
Yep.
Does John know that Jennifer Ellison is modelling underwear in the Great Universal catalogue?
Flipping heck.
I was going to scan the pictures and email them in, but couldn't be bothered.
There you go.
Thanks very much. And then a second text message. I just sent in a text about Jennifer Ellison and just wanted to stress that I am a woman and was looking through the catalogue and not some pervy bloke looking at the pics. Just thought I'd mention that as it could have sounded a bit bad. So he's implying there that I am a perv.
Well, you are slightly pervy, that's right.
I'm not a perv.
No, everyone's there's nothing perverse about that. You're just looking at a woman you fancy in a catalogue where you can buy other stuff. I mean, that's handy for you, because once you've done your dirty business over Jennifer, you can flick over and look at blenders.
Oh, I've got a blender. I tell you, I do want one of them handheld ones that you do soup with. Them ones.
So you can pretend to be a robot. Is that what
they're dead cheap at the moment, and I think that's what puts me off. I'm not really... Seems a
no,
bit...
it's because nobody wants them. That's why they're flogging them. They're not, it's not a secret.
For making soup. Handy for soup and sauces.
What would be fantastic, get two of them and get an elderly relative, and when they wake up... they're terrified.
Johnny Blender hands.
Yeah, exactly. Watch out now. Oh, it's Johnny Blender hands. He's back. I am.
Why does it have to be an elderly relative?
Oh, that would be funny, wouldn't it? I'll tell you
this
what.
is why your nan don't come round at Christmas anymore.
But this is another thing.
You still live with that bloody weirdo who runs around with those two, with a potato masher on his hand and a bloody peeling knife in the other.
Get the potato blenders, right? And when your nan wakes up, and she's like, "What happened?" I'm not kidding you, right? I've just been to the little chef, and he's absolutely lost it. You know that little bloke off the sauces? Lost it. He's giving me blenders for hands.
Right.
Oh, you could freak somebody out as well. You could sellotape blenders to someone's hands when they wake up. And get it so that it touches, and as soon as they kind of go as they're waking up. Excellent prank.
We've got a couple more names for couples. Right. I think there's a definite case to be made for the revival of bit of crumpet.
Yeah.
Crumpets are a very sexy foodstuff, but homely and reassuring too.
That's nice.
I don't find crumpets sexy, because the margarine goes down in those little divots and it gets a soggy base and then it starts dribbling down your hands.
Yeah, but already that's sexy.
Oh, margarine? Yeah, come over here. I've got some golden churn on my hands, and then it gets started.
Yeah, exactly.
No, that's not sexy, is it? Margarine?
If you can't believe,
your poor girlfriend.
if you can't believe it's not butter.
That's right, lady. It's special night. Go and get the I can't believe it's not special night
Yeah, exactly.
out of the fridge.
Lovely.
We're going to have some fun.
What's he doing in the corner? His TV's broken. Look at that.
She's falling in the swimming pool. Carry on. Oh, you're never doing it like that.
Here, there's a guy sticking his thing in butter. Hang on, the TV's off. That's the reflection. I call my girlfriend Kitten and Squiggle.
Oh.
She calls me Master.
There's a very...
She loves it and does what she's told. Hi, Russell and John. My boyfriend calls me Bumblebee. Not the bug either, but the Transformer, because I used to have yellow streaks in my hair. Right, I'd prefer the busy Bumblebee. Someone says melting is sexy, but not margarine. Melting ice cream's a bit sexy.
No,
but even that's just stickier than it's worth, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because it's all over so quickly, then it's twice as long in the shower as you are in the bedroom.
Absolutely. And melting's not sexy.
Snowmen?
How's melting a snowman sexy? That would put the fear of God into you if you're an albino.
Hello, Russell and John.
Hi.
I wish I was listening to you, but I've had to pack my DAB digital radio, Yest, when majority of my stuff book to London. I think someone's moving back to London and
Right.
packed their radio and all their vowels in their bags. So they've had to text in without them. Currently bleaching flat and listening to a C90 tape. Tesla Girls, OMD. I bought the greatest hits of OMD and was massively disappointed with it.
There you go. What are you up to this week?
I'm going to get wasted and watch the Rugby World Cup for the next 3 days.
Nice.
Having missed it in Spain. I watched the France-Argentina game. What a cracking game that was.
Don't go for
rugby. Oh, it's brilliant.
Why is it brilliant? Tell me.
Fighting. It's just an incredibly it's got as much tactics as it has cricket, but all the passion and drive of football.
Really?
And you can imagine playing it. Oh, I used to love playing rugby. It was the only time I ever felt like a man.
But surely it's just kicking and running and pushing.
Yeah, but you can say the same about football.
Oh, come on. Football's phenomenal.
Yeah, but that's because you like football. If you liked rugby's so much more tactical than football.
Yeah, but there's skill involved.
There's so much skill in rugby.
Thierry Henry could play rugby and be really good.
No,
at
we've had this before.
Oh, come on, he can catch and
He'd
run.
get mullered.
No, he wouldn't. He can catch.
You've got to be strong.
Yeah, he's
like
clearly
me,
strong.
like strong but fast. Do you know what I mean? Like me. Built like, just say like me.
Oh, like you.
Thanks, mate.
That's all right.
Christ, leave me hanging.
I won't leave you
I'm going to
hanging.
watch the rugby. There's football on Wednesday. I'm going to watch that.
Oh, well, let's watch that
the final
together.
of the US Open. I'm going to watch that. I'm going to drink and watch sport.
All right, well,
what are you going to do?
I'll watch you doing that.
You come round Swindon. We'll watch the football.
Oh, well, we can come to bar. Actually, let's go to Swindon.
Swindon, because I'll be drinking. I'm not driving back.
Fair enough. It's going to be one of those evenings.
Bring your muzzle.
Yeah, exactly. And you've been frame tapes.
Yeah.
And
I've already got some. Someone burned me a DVD.
Did they?
Yeah, someone who listens to the show burned me a Greatest Hits of You've Been Framed DVD.
That's brilliant. Who's that?
It was a while ago.
Lovely stuff. Okay, right. Well, that's pretty much the end of the show. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget
So do I.
Download the podcast.
Download the podcast on the website.
If you fancy. You don't have to, but...
Yeah, you do. Even if you don't want to listen to it, just download it. We've stuck at 5, and it's getting on my nips.
Is it really? Right. Yeah. We've got... fantastic. I don't know what it is by Rufus Wainwright. It's the final song to play us out. And he's on tour.
It's the Music Week next.
We're going to go watch it. They are at the Music Week, clambering ready, stamping
They've
outside.
already had a text in. We could read their first text.
Read it out. Go on.
Hi, Julie and Imran.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't kill me.
No, it's all right. Go on.
No, I'm leaving them, bitch.
They're shaking their fists. They look angry. Right, this is I don't know what it is by Rufus Wainwright. They've stormed the building.
BBC 6 Music.